And we are live across the Asia Pacific realm, live from HK, Hergong, Lehoma, Dima, Bindola, Haila. This is Super Sunday Stream. You're live with Timmy T. And on a small panel, but we're hoping others will jump on as we are broadcasting. We have got Phil, also known as Dark Side. It's in the delivery.
It's all in the delivery, exactly. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Dark Side Bricks. And ABC, my good friend ABC from Queensland. We've got two Queenslanders in the house. Whoop, whoop. Awesome. So, how has the Lego week been for... Let's chuck it to my nice new mate over there. Phil, what's been happening? What's going on? I think you've got some new Lego, and I think you're...
Yes, I do. My Lego week has been really, really, really good, actually. The new Solo Wave came out, so I went out and purchased those sets and have had great fun putting them together so far. And tonight, I'm working on the TIE Fighter.
He's got the TIE Fighter.
So it'll be interesting to see how similar and where it's different from doing the Force Awakens TIE Fighter.
Sweet, a bit of a comparison, that'll be good. Yeah. ABC, across to you, my good friend. What's happening? What's doing? How was Friday?
Friday.
You streamed Friday. I was so busy. I wasn't able to join you. People, how did you go? How everyone in the Lego community in Oz? What's going on?
Well, as you know, James and Dazza were at Bendigo Bricks.
Yes.
Like a frog.
Yep.
So I heard that their day one numbers were really good, and their day two seemed as busy. So I'm waiting to find out how it went. But everyone's sort of going home now, so I probably won't hear about them until they surface tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Well, there you go.
But
what do you have? What do you have?
But
Here we go.
I went shopping yesterday because Maya sent out a little brochure thing that I got here like a whole week late for the actual sale. I got this baby.
Oh, lovely.
That was on a huge special, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was half price plus I had a Maya One voucher, like a coupon. What do you call it? Not a coupon.
Nice.
Something that I'd earned. So that only cost me $19.95.
What? Oh wow!
That only cost me $19.95.
What a
I've been wanting that one, but I'm a tight ass when it comes to paying for.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah. I was pretty happy together. I looked at the biggest set that was like $19.95 recommended retail, and I looked and went, considering I'm probably just going to pull it apart for parts, it's all white and not much interesting. Whereas this has got tan and some interesting like what do you call it? Awning bits. There's good pieces in it.
Yes, very good pieces.
Plus, you know, obviously I'll do a live stream build. I'm planning on doing a live stream build of either something big or a thematic series, like, you know, the creator sets that we have, or maybe.
And I think you're going to do one of these, aren't you? A live stream of one of these.
Live stream of one of the what?
My impression of brickheads.
Oh, brickheads! Yes. That's something else. But we're waiting for Joe to come back with the goods first.
Yes, you're waiting for Joe to basically find that little hole in the suitcase that I'm going to fill with your bits and pieces.
It's getting to the point where I'm like, if between the both of us we buy too much, he might have to debox things.
Yes, yes, which does happen, and I've seen a lot of AFOLs who come to HK. They're at the airport, busy chucking boxes.
It's one of those things where
It just happens.
Yeah, I would prefer to keep the boxes for the brickheads, but because I'm planning to live stream stuff, but anything else is neither here nor there, I guess.
Of course.
Mm.
Yeah, well, that's good.
So Joe's over in Hong Kong. Hopefully, Joe's going to join us soon.
Yes, that's right. He's over here, which is good. It's been good catching up with him and saying hardy ho and putting a face and body to a face and body that we only see on a live stream. So it's good. No, it's great. We'll be catching up with Joe on Monday as one of the actual building in our school has got problems with water pipes. So for some reason, they decided Monday is going to be the day they actually pull pipes apart, and we're going to have a day off, which is interesting. So we're going to spend time with Joe and do one more round of Inns Point and see if we can haggle. But this time, Joe, go there. Joe, go there. If you want the Timmy price, go around the corner. Love you, mate, but go around the corner. But anyway, no, it's been good. It's been good. I think he's got a wonderful swag of things. He's enjoyed the time here. I think his lovely lady has enjoyed coming out of Australia and seeing a foreign shore. And apart from some of the smells at times, which they feel is quite unpleasant and they're not used to. Well, unfortunately, that's Hong Kong, and it's not Australia. It's not a westernized country. We like to hang our meat outside and have live butchery as you walk past down the road. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, for people who are unaccustomed, that is HK, guys. And if you smell things coming out of sewers, yeah, don't be alarmed. It's just what it is. You just keep walking. You'll be fine in a few blocks. Just a few blocks. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
But anyway, but that's HK in a nutshell. But it's amazing to see, to show those guys the sights and sound of HK and put them onto some really nice, good fare at really good prices. And it's nice to have some expats holidaying over here, and it's lovely to sort of catch up with other Lego users. So great, more of you, come over, come up to HK. I'll show you a good time, and let me do it right for you.
You sound like one of those dads, and that's not all. I'll throw in a set of steak knives. Hang on, no, that's probably not a good idea.
Hey, I think I should get together with Billsy, and I think he and I should do an ad together. Being the radio man.
Oh, speaking of Billsy, did you hear he proposed to his girlfriend?
Yes, big news. He's making an honest lady of it. Shabam! What a good bloke.
Oh, she's good value.
Good. Yeah, so we got some good chatters in the chat. We got Dudes McBricken. We got Lego. Oh yes, Lego GBC. He's in the chat. We have got Just Lego 101. Heidi ho. Nice to see you there, my friend. And as we say, we hope that a few of our other friends come along as we go on. And the big question a lot of people might have on this: what are you building, Timmy? What are you doing? I am building. I've got a few police stations. I've had a few in my time, just like fire stations. I don't know. Being a former emergency services officer, you sort of get that you accumulate to that type of thing. And being an ex-fiery, we work closely with the police, and I'm getting a few old police stations, smashing them together, and seeing what I can come up with a police mock. So during the stream, we'll be doing bits and pieces, but we will try not to neglect the chat too much. and we'll also talk about the new stuff which has come out. As we know, the Star Wars is out. Wonderful for Phil. He's absolutely beside himself and jumping up
Definitely
and down.
Yep.
There's
been a few interesting things in the builds too, which I'll go through later. Which
okay,
we can
digest that. We can digest that. That'll be fantastic. Good stuff. Techniques and the use of, also I've heard the use of the plate this time for the TIE fighter is apparently slightly a better design, if I'm not mistaken. So we can talk about that. And also for Cherie on her lovely dino things. Jurassic World sets are out. They're in the wild. Hooray, hooray, hooray. They are here.
Not where I live yet. Bunch of slackers. The lady Maya said Monday, so we'll be dino hunting on Monday.
Yeah,
I've also got
Monday.
But I've also got Timmy on the chase, so
I'm on the chase as well. We've got some Interraptors. We've got Interraptors soon. We've got baby dinos, both little baby blues and T-Rexes and big Rexes and lots of other pterodactyls and things going on and this, that, and the other. So dinos.
I'll have to do some quick maths and figure out which is the better deal and how far the budget can stretch without lay-by.
Yeah. But again, we'll try to get Timmy prices if we can. Yes, we'll try to make a nice bundle and put it together for you, Cherie. We'll pass it on to Joe, and then when he gets back, he'll pass it to you, and I'm sure you'll be so tickle pink. It'll be ready to put those dinos in their new exhibit.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully I'll get a chance to actually add something new.
Yes, exactly. That's what I also wanted to ask you, ABC. Did you have any feedback on your Micropolis that travelled to Bendigo Bricks and Brick Adelaide? Any words? Was it received well?
I honestly have not gotten anything from any of my friends other than very busy, very tired. Darren just messaged in the messaged me in Facebook saying that hey, hold up, hang on, I've got news to share about Bendigo Bricks. We'll see you all soon.
Oh, okay.
So he might pop in, but if he pops in, Darren, you're not staying for long. You've had a very long weekend and you need your rest.
Yes, chill, my friend, chill.
But
you've had a bloody big
weekend. News. Oh, he says, I just had 2 short blacks bed. No, 4-ish maybe. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
He likes to burn the candle at both ends, that man. He's a very, very astute builder, and it's quite good, and he's starting to get some wreck in his log, and it's good to see the community sort of seeing that, and I'm sure when he comes on, we'll have some wonderful, great report coming from Darren, which will be always welcomed here on the Super Sunday Lego stream, and awesome stuff as we keep building away and doing stuff. The news out of HK. Latest thing is a bit of division, not nice, but it happens, I guess, in a lot of any organization and any group, I suppose. The HK Lego group here, the Lug, HK Lug, went to the factory over in China across the border on the train, but not one white face was allowed. Not one Guado or Westerner was invited. Not one of us was mentioned. Not one of us was asked. And it was just Chinese. You Chinese? Only Chinese? No. Wrong. Ligo hai Guado sek la. Ligo hai Jung mana momentai la. And if I like to paraphrase, that means I'm not just a white gualo. I speak your language and I know your culture, so pull your heads in. That's a message to you, Hong Kong lug. Pull your heads in. If you want to be called a world city and you want to respect good Anglo builders, stop doing your little underhanded behaviour, because it won't be tolerated by any of us in the lug. It's not nice. But on a nicer note, Lego Group Hong Kong has got a very amazing, exciting announcement coming soon. And it looks like leaks that I have obtained from one of the managers who is a friend of mine. She has said that there is going to be a very wonderful open AFL night at two, not one, but two of the official Lego Group stores. One being Mongkok and the other being the newest store in HK, Sha Tin. So that is going to be happening. I will keep everyone on the channel updated with when and what is going on with that. But very exciting, a AFL night, a AFL's night only allowed, and it'll be a closed door affair. So it'll be exciting to actually be part and be invited to that. When we actually hear more details, we'll let you know. But that is exciting news from HK. Also coming up, we have got, there is a few independent Lego clubs, not affiliated with Lugs or anything, but Lego clubs, which are basically run through a community organisation here, Caritas, and they will be running a Lego comp. As well as another amazing achievement by Lego builders in Hong Kong, the longest spanned Lego bridge in the Megabox Complex shopping centre has been completed by civil engineers from the MTR Corporation, which is the train network over here in Hong Kong, and it is about to be officiated and see if it's the longest single span bridge by Guinness World Records. So there we go, folks. Amazing achievement in Lego. I don't have any pictures on hand. I do intend to actually put some stuff up on Insta when I can get across to Megabox and take some pickies. I am also relying on a couple of AFOLs here in HK to send me some other glossy pictures and shots. But it is an amazing achievement by the civil engineers of the MTR Corporation. And if they do get recognised in the Guinness World Records, well, what an achievement it is. So it's good to see local HK Lego people and engineers working hand in hand on a big project such as this. So more news as it comes to hand, but that's what's happening here locally. In the way of shows, there is a big show in August. Most of our lug is involved, me included. So have not been announced what the actual thing it will be that we will have to build, or what theme we will have to sort of submit for a competition and points, etc., and prizes. But that is something that we're gearing up for. And as well as that, the actual show of showcase of our builds will be also part of that. Possibly the venue is not confirmed, but if it was like last year, it may also be the actual Hong Kong Exhibition Centre, or maybe the Kowloon Exhibition Centre, which is over not too far from Megabox itself. So very exciting times. That is what we've got coming out of HK, as well as the Shanghai big Lego users show is coming up too. The Guangzhou show is also going to be, I think, in July. And then there's a, not far from us, just across the border, just on the train away from me, the Shenzhen show is actually going to be coming up. So I'm actually thinking of renewing me multi-entry pass so we can actually go across the border and take a little mock to that and see how we go. So lots of things happening in HK and across the border in China. It's a shame about what happened with the lug, only inviting Chinese speakers. But hey, we're not bitter. We just move on and keep building. Keep building, people. Keep building. So anyway, if we hear any other details, we'll bring it to you in the next couple of weeks and give you pictures and whatever else. But you can also check us out on our Instagram and see if we put any other latest stuff up and see what's happening, see what's going down in funky town of HK. So that's a mouthful, but that's the news we have. So we got that out of the way. Got that out of the way.
Oh, it's the news from HK.
Yes, a bit of a news segment I thought we might try. News from HK and China. And I also hear that the actual step down and the closing of weapon factories in Shenzhen and in their other factory that was quite a big concern in Guangzhou is proceeding, with the closing date of Guangzhou being probably by the end of this year, and Shenzhen probably winding up early next year. So it is happening, and looks like President Xi is actually kicking butt and actually doing something to keep Western companies like Lego and others appeased, and even including the actual anti-grafting and anti-corruption interrogations which have gone on, investigations gone on with companies such as Adidas and other apparel retailers actually having a gut full of what's going on, and President Xi actually deciding to do something about it. So thumbs up. 谢谢，谢谢你，是什么？是吧？ Thank you. The little Putumayo or Mandarin I know, but anyway, good on you, Chairman P. Thank you for doing that, and hopefully you keep your morals on the straight and narrow, and you keep what you want to do is build China, and this One Belt One Road initiative looks like he actually does generally want proper Western partnership. So who knows? Maybe the rust and the Formula CCP days are starting to, the rust falling off and starting to get the nice clean new paint that is so welcomed by a lot of people who do want to do business with China in the right way, and hopefully the grafting and the fraud and fraudulent products will be starting to cease, which will be nice. So anyway, have you got some info going on with what you've seen on Brexit with the sets, Cherie, ABC? Have you got things to pop up, or you talking?
Oh, okay, yeah, I've got Brexit. Hang on.
You got stuff there? I know you're typing. We're typing away there, which is sorry to catch you off guard.
No, that's all right.
But we might as well put that on the big screen, share that.
And so, of course, all the Lego dinosaur lovers are being waiting for these sets to come out very impatiently.
Yes.
The newest one that I've seen that's has just been announced is the polybag. The little baby velociraptor playpen.
Oh, that's cute. Polybag. That is cute.
It's a little baby dinosaur. It's adorable.
It is so adorable. And that little dino bone.
And I noticed that the theme colors are all dark blue. I'm looking at it. It was mostly all regular blue with the last movie. With little highlights of dark blue. It's nice to see that the dark blue is becoming more common.
Yeah.
And of course, we're getting new colors of the. This has only come out in this color once.
Oh,
I missed getting this color with the Jurassic World sets.
Well, there you go.
Oh, this is interesting. This yellow bit here, the net shooter.
Ah, the net shooter, like that's from the Mountain Police set of this year.
Yeah, it looks a bit different from past net shooters.
Oh, maybe a redesign. Maybe they actually have redesigned it.
Might have. It looks a little bit different. I would have to dig around and find one of my net shooters from the other sets.
Yeah, I've got one. I've got one from the Mountain Police. If you excuse me digging around, but underneath all these bags of Lego, I've got.
I'm
Here
looking
we
at
go.
the back of it, and it looks different to the ones that I've seen in past.
Yeah, I think it's basically this with that grey piece at the back of it, basically. And it has a little Technic piece that you can fit onto the actual mount on the side of it. But yeah, I think that's the redesign for this year, 2018.
Yeah. The other thing I've also noticed is that they're going for round nets now rather than square ones.
Yes, and I did hear something officially from Lego Group that they found it shoots out more precisely, more so than the square nets, and it actually does capture a whole figure or what they actually intend to use it for on animals in a more efficient
There's a lot
manner.
of friction with the extra pieces. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how this one works.
Yeah.
Excited for this new dinosaur, even though it's essentially just the raptor body with extras. Like the head's slightly different, but they've obviously started with the base of the raptor head.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I saw. The bald bit with the bones sticking out the back of its head. I like that dino. It looks cool.
Yeah, I like that one. I have a feeling I need more than one of those.
It can be arranged.
It can be arranged.
I'm a terrible influence, ABC. I'm a terrible influence.
You're a very bad influence to my wallet, yes. But,
hey, not only your wallet, mine too.
Yeah, true. I like how they've designed. The design of this is different than previous. It's a lot more detailed. Yeah. Well, I feel anyway. I like how they've used these bits in between.
Yes. It looks like something that would be relatively. It looks like something that'd be relatively easy to make multiples of as well, without having to buy multiple sets, which is strange.
Yeah, and the fact that they've like made it in sections, it's easy enough for someone to buy multiples of the set and expand it.
Yeah.
See, to me, one of my little things that annoys me is that the sets always seem way too small for the dinosaur. Like the area that's supposed to pen them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, even if it was like a very super temporary one that's really small. But yeah, I'm just picky like that. I like that you get. I like that they're bringing out a lot of the new egg molds. That's good.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would do that when they brought out the eggs for Angry Birds.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course, another helicopter. Wonderful.
Yeah, you got to have a helicopter. Well, I will give them kudos on this. I'm not usually a fan of helicopters, but I really like this helicopter. It looks like a proper helicopter.
Yeah, it's a better
half finished. The ones I have for Jurassic World look quite half finished because it was an open cockpit.
And even that I still think the Dino Hunters one, the yellow sky crane type, actually was it had a few bits which didn't look that complete.
Oh yeah, that was a bit wasn't my favorite either, that one.
Yeah, it was only until the Arctic set with that Chinook, not Chinook, the Swarovski sky crane, that actually started looking like a good helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, this is
I like this one.
Well, the truck's good. I like that.
The truck is a lot better than trucks we've had previous. Because
it is much better.
Can I get one that's close to me? No. I've cut off all my access to my sets. I've got the table too close to where I've got them sitting, so I can't grab it out without worrying about breaking things. But yeah, this truck, the detail it's basic, but it's better. If that makes sense. I know I've had this conversation once before when these images first came out.
Yeah.
And I like this little trailer bit, the tag along trailer bit, with the ball joint. That's good play value.
Yeah.
Yeah, colors wise, it looks really good. Like the all white of the van, the last movie, it just seemed a bit, I don't know, boring.
Half done.
Yeah.
Bit half done.
And I'm liking this new dinosaur, even though it's quite similar. It looks like a mix between the T-Rex and the Indominus
Raptor,
yeah. No, not the Indoraptor, the Indominus Rex.
Oh, Indominus Rex. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it's got the spines down its body like the Indominus Rex, and it's got a bigger head, but then it's got these protrusions on the top of its head. Although it looks like, are the T-Rex arms usually that small?
Oh,
a bit smaller than they usually are.
I think they've made that more smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of good that they're actually, changing things a bit more. Like this doesn't look so much like we've just molded off an old mold like they've done with some of the other dinosaurs. Like you can see the work that's gone into this. Plus the patterning on the body is really awesome. I'm quite pleased with that. But the bit that I'm liking is this gyrosphere little section thingy here that pops. You can see that it has the play value with the popping off the gyrosphere so that you can make it zoom across the room.
Yeah, that playability factor actually looks damn good.
And I like what they've done with the roof of it too. It's quite, and there's lots of good little pieces in there. So if you were wanting to buy this for the dinosaur but not so much for everything else, there's a lot of good bits in there beyond like the wheels and the vehicle only parts that makes this good value even if you bought it at full price.
Yeah. It does warrant a lot of different things, and I think they have. Here we go. This is the set.
Yeah. Obviously this is stickers, the wall panel parts, but quite a lot of good bits in here that people are going to want this set for, even if they're not dinosaur people.
Oh, well, I can tell you now, mockers who like doing buildings and making modulars would take two of those, put them together and make a lovely bloody building out of it.
Oh, yeah, well, you've got all these wonderful roofing elements at the top, and then you've got your windows, which are really cool.
Yeah.
And I like how they've echoed the Ninjago. The top of Ninjago City has that round section.
Yeah.
That
they have too.
Round effect again.
Yep.
That's cool.
Lovely. I love the chimneys on the top of the roof too.
Yeah, those are really good. And then you've got the Nexonite. They're reusing all these Nexonite pieces under the eaves there.
The first time. Yeah.
So that's a good piece. And you've got, and if you're a dinosaur person, then you've got this really cool skeleton of a Triceratops. I'm like, Lego, you couldn't give me another Triceratops. No, you tease me with a skeleton. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lego. we want a real one. Come on, give us another one.
I don't know what to think about this black dinosaur, the Indoraptor. It looks very scary.
Yes.
And it's kind of reminiscent of that black T-Rex that we had from that sort of the mutant dinosaurs that were all weird and wacky colors.
Yeah.
When they came out. Was that mid-90s?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it must be in 2000s because
2000s. Yeah.
Pardon me, wrong decade.
Oops.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what to think about, but I suppose I'll have to wait until I see the actual movie.
Yeah.
have an opinion on this dinosaur. So I just look at it and go, okay, it's very different. That's good. They've, tried to make something that looks, different from all the other dinosaurs. But there's a part of me is like, I just want something new, but not something that's made up dinosaur.
Yeah. And I heard something about Owen this time. I think I heard rumors there might be a new print on him. I'm not too sure. Not being a follower of the actual dino thing, I can't really say. But I did hear whispers on another stream that his print may be new.
Yeah. And then you've got the baby dinosaur again, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's supposed to be like a toy, maybe? The way that she's holding it.
Yep.
Surely you wouldn't hold a baby dinosaur like that, but who knows?
Well, that's it.
But, okay, what are we going next? Oh, it's just showing. Ah, okay, so we got this in a different color. So the color we've gotten in past of the Diplosaurus was a really bright lime green, which I thought was a bit much. This is a lot more realistic looking, so I'm happy with this as a repeat, especially with the printing on its little flary out bitties, whatever you call them, on the sides of its head.
Yeah.
And you've got a different kind of fence here too.
Yeah, it looks like
Looks
a more
like it
electric
uses antennas, maybe? Is that a whip antenna? I don't know. It's hard to tell from this angle. But I like the front gates are cool.
It's either that or it's one of those Lego pipes.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like a Lego pipe because it seems to have an end up this end. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe it's a lance piece.
Oh, that's what
it's hard to tell from this angle. And we get another T-Rex that's just another color. Well, it's not even really a different color because we've had similar colors to this one before. But the printing, they've definitely gone and put more effort into the printing. You can see with this one. Along all the edges, there's, that sort of a flare. It looks a lot more organic.
Oh, the truck's looking good too.
The truck looks good too. This bit looks a lot more detailed as well.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if Lego has actually been listening to what people are saying in social media about their sets. Because it looks like they've made some effort on a lot of the things that people have been complaining about.
Yeah. Yeah. You would think they would actually listen to the fans and actually
I
improve.
think perhaps they have been. So that's it for the regular themes. Where are we? Where are we? Fallen Kingdom. No. Fallen Kingdom. Genius. It's a type. There we go. Juniors and Duplo. So we've got a few sets with the juniors as well.
Well, that's good.
So things that are going to be printed.
Yay!
Some printed parts in this, like the volcano tile here.
Yeah.
And look, it's the other color of the pterodon.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
And yeah, so you've got that open cockpit look again.
Yeah.
But that's to be expected with the junior set.
But yeah,
that's what I expect from a junior set, not a grown-up set. Big kids. And another raptor. I'm starting to get a bit tired of raptors. Like, it seems to be raptor ever since last movie.
Yeah.
That's not a bad little build for a junior set.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
Although it seems to be missing a roof. I will withhold my judgment until I see the actual movie, but it looks like they missed a piece.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, this is over budget. Let's take the roof off.
You wouldn't feel too safe as the driver in that, would you?
No.
No.
I mean, even a golf cart buggy thingy has a roof. So I'm looking at that going, yeah, okay. This I'm loving. The gates. That is so iconic.
I thought they'd be bigger.
This is a genius set. This is how they make the genius sets. Is usually that one little thing in the, like, as a little sort of wall of facade. But I like all the vines and stuff. But this is not a cheap set because it's got a bloody T-Rex in it, eh?
The T-Rex is quite nice. I like the look of that.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about the T-Rex. Oh yeah, that Carnotaurus or whatever it is does have no, the black one. What was it called again?
Interrupter.
Indoraptor. It does have smaller hands. Look, that is much bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really wish that this part came with a smaller dinosaur and the big dinosaur was in another set, because I like this. But this is an expensive set because of the T-Rex.
Yeah.
So that's for the juniors. And then there's, oh no, what, fallen. Should have just opened all of these in separate tabs, but you know, can't have that. You can watch my awkward typing instead. These I'm loving.
Oh, they're cute.
The little baby dinosaurs. They're so adorbs. And this excites me. Nice big
Oh, cute.
dinosaur, and it'll be printed because it's Duplo. Because we all know how much I love stickers. I do not like stickers. I do not. But yeah, this is making me want to do a Duplo dinosaur park. These are so cute.
That little blue one looks very
Land Before Time.
Ice Age. Very Ice Agey.
No, it's Land Before Time.
Oh, okay.
That really, really classic. Oh, well, anyone who's a dinosaur person will know what I'm talking about. It had the very cartoon. It was an animation.
Yeah, I know Land Before Time.
Yeah, it had like the little like Brontosaurus, Triceratops. Yeah, it reminds me of Land Before Time. It invokes some serious nostalgia about dinosaurs. This one, I like the little bridge. The little bridge, cute.
Add that to your order list there, Tim. She's getting it. She just doesn't realise it yet.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's going on the order.
Oh no. And you got the Jurassic World brick too. That's cool. Well, you gotta love how large his mobile phony thing is.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's almost as big as him.
He must be an 80s kid.
Must be. But yeah, you've even got a brick piece there. That's brick facade. That's cool. I'm liking all these girdery looking pieces too. Yeah, damn Fallen Kingdoms make me want to collect Duplo now. I never collected Duplo when my kid was old enough for Duplo.
Oh no.
So that's it. Thank you, Brickset, for all the pictures.
Yes, Brexit.
Okay. I think I will leave it at that.
Okay.
If it'll let me stop screen sharing. There we go.
There we go.
I'm back.
Yay.
Now that I've bored everybody talking about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs. I just happen to have that within arm's length.
Yeah, that'd be right. No, I think there's a lot of good stuff in this. Oh, hello.
The last time I got a Triceratops, I had to make it myself off the box art of the tower box.
Yeah. But I think there's a lot of good stuff in a lot of AFLs. Well, especially the that building that has a lot of potential for making a modular. I think that the rest of them, like the truck guys who like trucks, the truck and that looks actually quite good. The more sort of troop carrier one looks actually quite good.
They put a lot of effort, by the looks of it, of squeezing every bit of detail that they possibly can into these builds. Whereas, some of the previous movies seemed a bit unfinished.
Yes. Yeah, not as polished, not as designed, but now they've actually got their A game on, and it looks actually quite good.
Oh yeah, and the dinosaurs look pretty cool too. So yeah, Timmy, I've definitely got to see what you're going to hook me up with. Don't tell the husband. No. I
won't tell Aussie Brick Bloke. He's not going to know. There's going to be a couple of special packages just for you, okay? Mum's the word.
Mum's the word. Yeah, I think it's probably just as well that I don't own a credit card anymore. It could be very dangerous.
Well, I can tell you it is very dangerous. That's why I get one cut up and I get shown by the missus doing it. So, oh dear.
Oh dear.
But anyway.
So, are we going to ask our Starside Bricks about all the new Star Wars?
Yes, we are. We're going to kick the footy across the field. We're going to ask side.
Punt it.
I've got a few bits and pieces and a few things, questions maybe about a couple of pieces and a couple of techniques in some of the sets. This one is Moloch's speeder. All right, yeah, everyone's probably seen that one. Inside the this area here, which I won't be able to show properly.
I know. Yeah.
Is a three stud long section. I've got something here. A 3 stud long section, right? 3 stud long. And then sitting on top of that are 2 4 stud longs. But there's another plate between them, so you get this gap. So you get that gap. If that'll show up. Yeah, you get that gap.
Yep.
They haven't bothered to supply a 1x2 that would fill the gap. So you put it together and that gap's permanently there. There's no reason for the gap.
How odd.
But they've done this on 2 sets. They've done that, on that set. And then this is a fantastic one, this one.
Yep.
Han Solo's speeder.
Yep.
Right? Awesome looking thing. And has anyone noticed it's a Ford Falcon?
Oh, hello.
It's a 1963 Ford Falcon.
Falcon as in like the Falcon.
Yeah. You can see it when someone tells you, and you look at the front, you can actually see it.
Yeah.
Isn't that's really, really smart?
Somebody has a sense of humor.
I think that's really, really smart. But anyway, see that 1x4 black brick?
Yeah.
That does not cross any joins, that does nothing. It's just there.
It just sits there.
It just sits there. It does nothing. It supports nothing. It bridges nothing. It does nothing.
Oh, bizarre.
They could take that out of this set,
You don't need it.
put it in this set, and get rid of that gap.
Oh, damn.
Maybe it's just
One of the little things that I noticed when building the two sets is like they're missing something from one, and they got this random piece in another.
I think someone had
I'm not taking anything away from the sets. The thing I'm really enjoying the most, actually, about this wave, you've got Yoda's hut, which isn't part of the wave, but it comes out at the same time.
Yeah.
You got the two speeders. You got the TIE fighter.
Yep.
No stickers.
Oh,
No
Oh,
stickers.
good.
The only one with a sticker, because I don't have a broken finger, the only one with a sticker is the Millennium Falcon.
Kessel Run Falcon.
I'm actually building the TIE fighter right now, and there are no stickers. That's printed.
Nice.
That's printed. There
Oh,
are no stickers in this set.
beautiful.
Unless I just didn't get the sticker sheet and I haven't spotted that I need it yet.
Well,
But
well, honestly, we've been doing so many licensed themes. Wouldn't it make sense from a perspective of when stickers are wrecked? Like how many times I've gotten things that have been completely destroyed.
yeah, I've been
Packaging.
watching your Speed Freak building streams.
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, like that.
Wouldn't it be more productive to just print parts? I understand the people who like to use the stickers for other things, or they like to use the parts sets for other things, and that printing them limits you, blah blah blah. But
I personally would prefer printed.
I think
Yeah,
if it's a
so-
license thing, I reckon it should be printed like they do with juniors.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, particularly if you're spending a lot of money on something.
Well, that was one of the biggest complaints about the UCS, the newest UCS Snowspeeder, was the A4 sticker sheet that came with it, apparently.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous because stickers do not last forever, and
No.
at some point they will perish no matter how careful you're with them.
Yep.
And then what do you have? You have, an item that isn't complete anymore because the stickers have perished.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
I don't mind stickers in Friends. Like, it doesn't bother me in Friends.
Yeah.
It bothers me that Star Wars and Jurassic World and all that have stickers, or even the cars. The Speed Champions cars really needed to be printed parts because the amount of stickers in those sets is ridiculous.
It's absolutely
I mean,
diabolical.
it doesn't add value to the build. It's a chore.
Yeah, it's tedious.
an absolute chore.
The focus, oh my god.
Yeah, so you know how much I really love stickers. Yeah.
There have also been comments too on some of the Star Wars Facebook groups that I follow. The new TIE fighter, where's my camera? The new TIE fighter is squat and thinner than the TFA even. They are both 20 studs wide.
Wow.
So they're exactly the same, but the build is completely different. I've actually got both instruction books in front of me open at the moment, and the build is completely different.
Goodness me.
So they might look almost the same, but there's no point where the two builds cross over each other and you go, okay, it's the same thing. They're a completely different way. Even the I'm just looking at the wings now because I'm about to start the wings, and the wings are different as well. Just
that's what I heard.
to look at them originally.
That's exactly what I
at the
heard,
beginning.
Darkside. The wings on the TIE fighter and even the Force Awakens is completely a new kettle of fish entirely with this set.
Looking at the finished pictures of the wings in both instruction books, like I am right now, there are similarities. Like, unfortunately, the TFA wings are basically just a photo negative of these wings, as far as the grey on the inside, black on the outside, black framing. Whereas the new ones are black framing with the grey, black wings with the grey framing. But
Yeah.
to look at the finished pictures, you can see that they've used these plates in basically the same positions. That's the plate with the studs around the outside, but flat in the middle.
Yeah.
Those are still obviously in the same spots on the wings. But I don't know. There's something about the wings that just looks different.
Well, that's what I thought.
But being a TIE fighter, they're going to be.
I had a look at the box. Dark Side. I had a look at the box when I saw it in the store, and I'm like, there's something different about this. It doesn't look right. I mean, not right as in wrong, but right more like they've done something. They've stepped up.
Yeah. Yeah, there is something there. I'm not sure of it myself at the moment. The beauty of being a noob, though, in my case, is everything's new, so everything's different. It probably gives me the eye to be able to spot the differences before other people do, because they're just used to it. So I'm still everything I build's fresh and new and excites me still. So and I hope never to lose that.
Well, that's true.
Well, this is just something that irks me, but you had a lot of people that complain about the different Star Wars sets, for instance. And I think to myself, they're just coming across sounding like they're very jaded, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They sound like they've had enough. Not only Star Wars, but other sets as well. They just sound like they're very jaded, and I just don't want that to happen with me.
No, well, that's true. I think that was the comment when they released the sand speeder. They're like, "Oh, it's just a bloody snow speeder that goes on sand."
Yeah,
hello?
Just a 10 snow speeder.
Yeah.
But in Lego's defense, they're given those files how many months ahead of the movie, and in final cuts, you don't know what's going to still be in the movie, and they can't change everything after they've already started mass production. And at the same time, too, in this instance, in Empire Strikes Back, they actually say that they're having trouble retrofitting the speeders for the cold conditions. So they do allude to them being used elsewhere, not only in snow.
Yeah.
So there is that illusion in the movie.
True.
But I'm in that sort of camp partially too. I didn't buy a sand speeder because, as far as I'm concerned, it's not canon.
Yeah.
But that's just me being anal when it comes to Star Wars. as you guys saw my room earlier, it's like, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but, and we have a very good shot at behind you, and we understand that you are definitely a collector of this theme, and it's one that you are quite proud to partake in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
More than just a collector.
Yes, yep, very much so. Seeing how I actually wear the costumes as well with my 501st work. But
nice.
Back to the actual sets and the actual solo wave.
Yeah,
we are about Lego. It is about Lego after all, yeah.
Oh,
back to
you're
the actual sets.
The 501st. They do awesome work in the community.
Yeah, they do. I'm extremely proud to actually be a member of them, to tell you the truth.
Awesome.
The sets have actually impressed me. The Moloch speeder was very different to build compared to all the other builds, in as much as you're building chunks of it and you don't know what chunk you're building. Let me explain that.
Chunks.
Yeah.
Chunks?
You're building a part of the engine that doesn't look, because it's Star Wars, it looks nothing like an actual engine. But you don't, unless you are looking at the box art while you're building and you've studied it and you've looked through the rule book and read it back, cover to cover before you start, you've got no idea what you're building. And the build to me felt very disjointed. Like you build the TIE fighter that I'm doing right now. You know what part you're building and you can see how it's going to connect to everything else. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I follow you.
Whereas with the Moloch speeder, it's built in blocks, and until you actually start putting the blocks together, it doesn't make a great deal of sense. Like it doesn't flow, if that's the right way of putting it. The build doesn't actually flow.
Yeah.
Still a great build. I absolutely love the thing. I think it's awesome. Still a great build, but it just didn't flow. Like the solo speeder, you knew what you were doing the whole time through. You could see ahead of what you were actually building. You knew where it was going and what was going to go on it. That makes sense? Yeah, but the Moloch's one was not very fluid, put it that way. Still an enjoyable build, but not a fluid build.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that's really stood out to me. My darling wife made the little 1599 Stormtrooper speeder. It's sitting over there on the shelf.
Yep.
That's nothing. It's a Technic, 4 bits of Technics on the inside to make a frame, and then all the plates sit on and go punk and sit down like that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's very basic. It took her. I was building Moloch's speeder. In the time it got me to finish bag 1, she'd finished the whole of that other set.
Yeah.
So it's very much.
Talking about is that a battle pack one or is that?
Yes, yeah, the battle pack. Hang on.
The battle packs are always just an excuse to have minifigures, and the rest of it is usually quite.
That one.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can see that. Whoop, there goes the driver. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's the inside.
Wow.
But
I can understand this too, because apparently, from what's been seen in the movie stills and what people have actually gleaned, that you actually see a shot of a hangar full of these, all lined up.
Yeah.
So, price these out at $15.99 or $19.99. They were on special at Target for 20% off.
Yeah.
Price these out at $15.99, and you've got a commander, an officer, and 2 of the actual troopers. So and for people that are army building, buying 10 of those sets for $150 is not exactly breaking the bank for them.
No.
It makes it very convenient to actually do a good sort of Star Wars mod of a hangar bay with those, and then you're not bloody forking out hand over fist, with other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that little set is what it is. It's a battle pack. It's nice to actually get a battle pack that's not just a standalone gun like a laser cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the minifigs in it are actually going to be useful. So that's really good. Everything about this wave so far has actually interested me. And as far as the movie itself, I honestly think it's the breath of fresh air that the franchise needs after the damage that has been, the perceived damage that has been done by by the Last Jedi.
Oh my God, we've lost all our people. Oh,
all our heroes are gone.
Yes, everyone's leaving the franchise. Isn't that terrible? For one reason or another.
What do you expect?
I don't care. I want my favourites to stay. It's not a movie. You do realise Star Wars is real life. It's a documentary. You do realise.
Of course. totally. So, what do you feel about how some people are saying that they should fill in Leia's points in the movie? After obviously Carrie Fisher passed away with what do you call it? That where they use somebody else and then they put her.
Oh, CGI.
Modeling CGI over the top of it. I don't think it would be right.
I don't think so. I think what they need to do is write into the movie that there's been a battle where Leia's ship was, and Leia's ship got destroyed, and no one's had contact with Leia. They need to just say goodbye and cut it off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
nice and clear and concise.
Yeah, give everyone a clean goodbye, because what they did in what they did in The Last Jedi was not a clean goodbye in any way, shape, or form.
No.
I was happy with that. I was happy. I said my goodbyes and everything else as a fan, watching the movie. And then when she did the Space Mary Poppins back into the ship, it's like, what's going on?
Yeah,
that was like Doctor Who shit. I think Doctor Who.
Yeah. I think everyone was happy and had said their goodbyes at that point before she did the whole Mary Poppins thing. But what can you do?
Well, that should have been her death scene. That would have been like
perfect. It was the best.
Perfect.
No one could have written a scene better than that for her to go out in.
And it had so much detail, and it was like boom, boom, epic.
Yeah.
You know, to go out in a blaze of glory sort of thing.
And on top of everything else, it would have helped give a bit more completion to Kylo Ren's character line, because he's taken out both his own parents.
Yeah.
So it could have showed him
to make him the real badass that
a
he's
bit more.
Yeah, it could have developed his character in a slightly different character arc. But yeah.
Anyway, we've got off the topic.
No, we're allowed to go off topic. The movie is totally
fine.
Totally fine.
But yeah, as far as the actual
we were talking about that scene with Leia before we started. So yeah. I think that should have been her death scene, and I was quite disappointed when she forced herself back to the ship. That was the most ridiculous scene that I've ever seen. In
there is precedence for that though in Star Wars canon, in Legends, and in the older computer games. There is a precedence for characters using the Force to get themselves out of space.
Played up Leia in the Force anyway, so
no, that's just it. Leia was never super strong in the Force. Like, you'd never seen Luke do that.
No. No, exactly. So
probably the one thing that really irked me about the whole movie, I had to just accept and go, let's just move on and enjoy the rest of the movie.
There was a few little things that annoyed me about the movie, but in the long run, I've watched it too many times to count now. And the more and the more I've watched it, the better it actually gets.
Yeah.
I came to the realization.
Spoken like a true fan. Spoken like a true fan.
Timmy and I were talking about this before. We have been brought up, not only in Star Wars, in every movie when you think about it, we get shown the explosion, then the next half an hour we get told how it came to that.
Yeah.
What Ryan did is he led us all the way up to each and every event in that movie, and then the event happened. He did it in reverse, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
It messed with everyone's heads.
Hey?
And it messed with all the fanboys' heads.
Yeah, and it messed with everyone's heads. No one was ready for it. And I'm only coming to that realization after the double-digit time of watching the movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think people need to give it a bit more leeway, personally.
Give it a bit more of a chance, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I quite like the movie other than that one bit with Leia.
The whole milking the alien thing made me a bit, yeah.
Oh, that was just there as like a distraction to make you realize, oh yeah, this is alien.
It cracked me up though, because Ray says, I felt this and I felt this and I saw the cave, but I didn't see you. You've cut yourself off from the Force.
Yeah.
Earlier in the movie, he's 120 feet above the surface of the water using a spear that's longer than any spear that I've ever come across, and he gets that fish first stab.
Yeah.
But he's not using the Force. The guy's got to have eyesight like an eagle.
Yeah.
Like an eagle to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's little bits, but you can complain about any movie too. You can pick whatever holes you want.
Oh yeah, and then you get people who complain about the porgs, and they're like, "Oh, they're just a comic distraction." Yes, they are, but
they've got to cater to the young. They can't keep catering to us oldies. They've got to cater to the younger people to keep moving the
they've got to appeal to the people who like the cutesy things.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the porgs are cute and adorable, and I want one.
Yeah, I saw him.
You don't call being milked one of those aliens cute. I hope you don't call one of those getting the alien milk bloody cute. All those pogs. Oh my goodness.
Well,
That was almost. I thought that was almost as ridiculous as putting Jar Jar Binks in a bloody damn Star Wars.
Jar Jar Binks.
What, the porgs?
Oh, that
things, the little bird things.
The pogs, yeah.
They were cute. They were not as bad as Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks was ridiculous.
Okay.
He was too over the top.
Yeah, he was overplayed. Like, they should have toned his character down.
Bringing the stream back to point, I actually, but staying on what we're talking about, I did actually see a post where someone had made Lego Porg.
Like really?
BB-8 size, yeah.
Yeah.
They made a
There was
full
actually
Lego
a
ball,
set coming out like that.
and it looked really good.
Oh wow.
I don't know if it was an
Very good
actual
album.
set or not. If it was, it'd be an awesome little set.
There is an actual set coming out like BB-8 size.
Oh,
the ball.
nice. I'll definitely
Really?
be buying one of those.
But
Wow.
yeah, and from what I've heard, it's about the same price point as the BB-8 was. So I
Yeah.
looked at it and went, ooh.
Hey, Charm City.
This is...
Charm City Bricks.
Charm City Bricks is saying hi to Aussie Brick Chick.
Oh, hello. It's about time you got here. You've been busy. I know that they've got Philly Brick Fest is coming up next weekend. So a lot of the Americans are very busy this weekend.
Yeah, that would be.
Yes, Philly Hype.
Finishing things or starting things.
Yes, most of the spreads I've seen out of the US is Philly Hype, Philly Hype, Hype Hype, Philly, Philly, Philly.
Like, yeah, I had no idea Philly was coming. That's all it's all they've been talking about. Well, Philly is like their really big show for the year.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, same. And unlike shows in Oz, they do have to pay to display.
Although today I saw Critter say something about how some fellas in Sydney region, I'm assuming, are thinking of putting together like an more AFOL based show that's not for kids.
So more displays and less activities.
Yeah. So like pure displays, not activities, but the activities for adults, not for kids.
Yep.
So they might have entertainment like they do at Brick Fest. One of them, have it sort of like convention type thing, like they do for like Supernova, where it is more aimed at the adult fans than the child fans. I mean, the child fans can come along, but it's not really aimed at them specifically.
Yeah. Yep.
That would be cool. I would totally book a holiday and go to Sydney if they do that next year. So
that would be good.
So I'm interested to hear what they're planning with that and what direction they're going, because they'd want to advertise it pretty soon to give people a chance to actually attend.
Yeah, especially if it's not in a holiday season.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, it's probably better if it's not in a holiday season if you don't have kids.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then you don't have to pay for dear airfares back to Oz if I want to come back and do something.
But it's like this. If we were to go, we would just leave the teenager at home to his own devices.
Everyone listen. Everyone listen in the background. I'm sure you'll hear a woohoo.
No, he's got noise.
Yeah, that would be the missus.
He can't hear me. No, he's still sort of kind of into Lego, but not as much anymore. I mean, after nearly 6 years of Lego shows, he's kind of over it.
Yeah, that's understandable.
You're surrounded by it all the time. You don't appreciate it.
Oh.
He still builds, though, and he still helps us out. So, that's cool. But every so often he's like, do I have to go? Yes, we need you.
I find that
Why do I have to do it, Mum?
Yeah, I find that quite humorous that it's a thing all based around a kid's toy, and the kids are like, do I have to go? And the parents are going, yes, you have to go. We have to go.
Well, it's funny because like his friends, like a lot of his friends really like Lego, and they're like, oh, that's so cool. You're so lucky, and you get to go for free, and you get to see all the stuff behind the scenes, and he's just like, I'm so I don't have to be here. This is boring. I'm so boring. Oh, look at my screens.
It's the case of the grass is always greener, isn't it? For those who don't have, parents that are into this sort of thing, it's like, oh, you're so lucky. It's like, well, you'd think so. Yeah. But
some of his friends are like, oh, your mum and dad are really cool. They let you do stuff and get to go to these places and do things. And he's just like,
yeah, but I don't want to.
I don't want to, Mum. I don't like it. You like it.
Like, it's not even cool to him that his mum's on YouTube. Like, he would always go on about how he wanted to be a YouTuber when he grew up, and I was like, you're a bit young for that, son. I wasn't gonna, like, let him go and do his own videos, especially not by himself. I'm a parent that's hands-on. I pay attention to what my child likes, and I want to keep him safe. Like, he had a Facebook page, like Facebook, when he was like 5. But I always had like access to it.
Heavily policed.
Yeah, it was heavily policed. So at his age now, he's a teenager. He's like, he doesn't even touch Facebook, hasn't for years. It's not a novelty for him. So must be doing something right somewhere.
Yeah.
He's like, you're talking about me. He's walked into the room. Oh, God. What am I in trouble for now?
You're only in real trouble if you actually stand in front of the camera.
What? Oh, he's saying 10 to me again. Remember earlier?
Oh, yeah.
It was 9:30. I said 9:30.
9:30. Your mum.
We've been talking about you, by the way. I thought you were coming.
Your mum told us that.
I did hear you. Oh, he did hear me. He goes, Mum, you talk so loud. You're so deaf.
It's like, dude, I told you to be nice and quiet, and she wouldn't even think about you. You ruined that one.
No, he came out and he's like, 10, 10, 10. Oh.
Was he hoping? He's hoping for a yes because he's being honest.
Yeah. I'll give him kudos. He's generally speaking honest, or he bends the truth just slightly.
Oh, really?
If he didn't bend the truth, I'd be more worried.
Yeah.
An Australian teenage male. Geez, I'd be real worried if he didn't bend the truth at least once.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying he's never lied.
Right about that.
Yeah, I may have fractured the occasional law when I was a teenager. Jeez.
Fractured.
Yeah.
Not
broke. Never broke.
Fractured.
Just fractured.
Yeah. We won't speak of what happened when I left home at 17 to go to uni.
Oh, see, there you go. A step ahead of me.
Oh, yeah. Let's just say there's a lot to be said for a gap year when you're, born in the latter half of the year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, see, now I've watched your streams for the last couple of months now. I fully understand how you guys get so off track all the time. It makes so much sense to me right now.
Look, it's so easy. Phil, now you know, mate.
Yeah, I actually do now.
It's so easy, and you know what? That's what makes these streams fun, is that we're not too serious about, talking about this, got to stay on topic, got to, It's a lot more fun this way.
We're not scripted anyway. We're completely off the cuff and go anywhere, and sometimes go places where we probably shouldn't.
Yeah. We'll never live down that one time that we had a build stream, and Timmy still laughs about it.
That must have been
before really sick because it gets a good bloody laugh from me.
Oh yeah, I think we broke you when we did that though.
You did. I ended up in hospital for a week.
You ended up in the hospital.
I ended up in hospital for a week and a bit, Cherie, because of that.
I know, and I felt so bad. But it lived forever on because it was RRB stream. It was a Sunday too. It must have been because RRB was hosting because you were having internet issues. And
yes.
Yeah, and so I said, RRB, do you mind if I download your stream and cut that portion out and re-upload? And he's like, yeah, sure.
Must have been a good portion because it must have been before my time. I don't remember anything like that.
But if you look back in the videos, you'll find it.
She goes, but please don't.
Oh, no, it's too hilarious not to watch.
Oh, okay.
The boys all have dirty minds, and I was being completely innocent, and they insisted.
Okay.
Innocent. Yeah, Cherie, innocent. Yeah.
What was that? I mean, seriously,
She had me until she said that.
It was stuck. No, it was stuck. I learned things about Technic that I never knew because, like, I don't really build with Technic.
I can't pull it out.
Well, first it wouldn't fit, and then I put it in the wrong way, and it wouldn't come out without pliers.
That just sounds painful.
Oh, it was painful.
It was painful for Timmy. He ended up in hospital. Speaking of RB, I've not seen him in a bit.
Yeah, well,
maybe he's alright. Did message him on Instagram.
I do too.
To be there. Maybe he's, I don't know, working or busy or something.
Yeah, quite possibly so.
So we've got to keep talking a bit longer because Daz has said that he's gonna come on, but he wouldn't be home till about 9:45.
Yeah,
nearly there. Well, he's got important news, so we must stay. You better turn up. You're in trouble, man.
Yeah, ultimatum.
What's the bet he got home and fell asleep?
Oh no, he's so hyped up on caffeine, he'll be up till 4 o'clock.
Oh, fair enough.
Poor James though. James is knackered.
Poor James passed out, I'm sure.
I hope so. He needs to sleep.
Yeah. Anyway.
This is being too much fun. Why is it taking you this long to come on one of our streams, Bill?
I have no idea. And the funny thing is, I'm actually
rearranging my Lego room.
Yeah, don't tell everyone.
Hey,
I don't know.
I was not insinuating that it was a mess. I was just saying. That
it was everyone. It was terrible.
You're not supposed to admit to that. Speaking of rearranging things, I'm going to have to rearrange behind me because that is just a schmozzles.
Yeah.
See, we have Star Wars in this house too. See?
I know. Every time I watch a stream, I look down there to make sure that's not something I was dreaming the stream before.
No, you're not. The boys in the household do like Star Wars. I don't do Star Wars, but I do watch the movies. I still haven't managed to watch Rogue One though. I got about 15 minutes in, got bored, and turned it off.
Really? Rogue One's one of my favourites out of all of them.
Oh,
same.
I'll have to have another go at it, but I just could not get into it.
It fills in all the pieces that we've wanted.
Yeah, but I'm not a Star Wars person.
Yeah, this is true.
I've watched all the movies except for I've watched all the movies except for Rogue One, but I'm not a Star Wars person.
Oh, dearie me.
Your boys are doing a very good job of making sure that you realise you're not a Star Wars person.
Star Wars fan. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, we've got her to watch them all, but she still says she's not a Star Wars fan. But we know.
Some of those movies came out before I even knew my husband, so they can't take credit for all of them.
Charm City agrees with the comment that Rogue One is a really good film.
I'll give it another go at some point, but yeah. I started watching it when they put it up on Netflix, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need somebody to bully me into watching it, but you'd have to do that in person. It's not going to happen over the internet. You can't bully me over the internet.
Yeah.
Not to watch a movie. Can't make me.
This sounds like a challenge. I'm telling you.
It does sound like a challenge, Bill. I think we'll have to try, mate.
Peer pressure does not work on me.
I'm waiting for any more.
Oh, dear. Oh, funny days.
Somebody's being loud in the background at yours.
Yeah, the Filipino workers. Ladies, quiet, please. We're streaming here. Live across the world. Broadcast live across the world.
From the doghouse.
That's I was just about to say, if I did that,
I have a dog in the doghouse tonight.
No, come on, show him. Has everyone seen? No, you You showed him before the stream. You haven't shown him now. Now we get to go off topic for a minute because cute doggy. Cute doggo. Cute puppy.
Hey, puppy.
What's his name? Bill.
Hello. Say hello, people. Hello. Hello, everybody. Timmy's in the doghouse with me tonight, and he's making lots of noise. I want to sweep, but he goes noisy. Yes. Look at the face. Yes. He's not going to eat.
What are you doing to me? Puppy.
Put me
I
down.
was sound
I
asleep
was having a
seconds
good
ago.
nap.
Hey, who's a good boy?
You bugger, put me down.
Who's a good boy? He's like, I was asleep, you meanie.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Now, what sort of doggy is he?
He is a Border Collie Labrador cross.
And he's gorgeous.
He's a beautiful, short-haired, lovely, hyperallergenic dog for an asthmatic to have.
Oh, you just got licks.
I just got licks, yes. He's good. He's
That's
good.
that's what makes it all worthwhile, is getting the licks.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Yes, he's having a snuggle with Daddy.
And what's his name? Uh-oh.
Billy!
Billy! Hello, Billy!
Billy, hello!
Billy!
Hello! Hi, ABC! Good boy.
Just in passing, I think the thing about these wings might be incorrect.
Uh-oh.
They're going together just like the TFA wings.
Oh!
There's nothing different to them yet. But they look different. I don't know. Got me confused now. But yeah, they're going together exactly the same as the TFA wings.
Well, there you go.
I'm even like doing the whole ding, 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 turn the page over in the instruction books for both sets as I'm building this set. And the steps are basically the same. Very small amount of difference in the actual steps, and the outcome is basically identical.
Ding, ding, ding.
I did that once when my wife and I were building BB-8 together, and because we get one set and we sit down and we do a page. She does page 1, I do page 2. She does page 3, I do, and we do that, and that's our together time with Lego. And we had something on it. Well, for me, it was on in the background, but she was actually watching it.
Oh,
Melanie was actually watching it, and to get her attention, I went, "Ding, ding, ding! Please turn the page." And she started laughing, and it stuck. So, yeah, I can't think of turning the page. I can't think of turning the page. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't think of turning a page in an instruction manual now without hearing that in the back of my head.
Oh, that is too good, Phil.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It got her attention, by the way.
Well, I should think so.
You should find an audio file of the actual sound, and put it on your phone and just keep pressing play.
Yeah.
Time to turn the page.
Ding, ding.
Yeah, they're identical. These wings went together identical.
Wow.
I'm trying to see what the difference.
It's insane.
The stud layout's exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
What?
What it looks different. The black wings look stumpier because, like these ones, look stumpier than the TFA wings, because the TFA ones, they're silver here and that's black.
Yep.
So I think it's because they got the brighter color wings that these ones look stumpier because they're black. Because otherwise it's the same stud count, same stud pattern. And everything's pretty much the same.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going with optical illusion.
Wow.
But I can guarantee you that the cockpit was definitely different to put together than what the TFA one was.
Yeah.
The TFA one, I would say, had an air of, by comparison to this one, the TFA one had an air of UCS about it.
Ooh.
There was something more in the build doing the cockpit.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a different build, but the wings, yeah, are TIE fighter wings. I suppose they found a way of doing them and figured why change?
Awesome.
True.
Why fix something that's not broken?
Reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they're definitely the same. I can't see a difference in them. And like I said, I've got both instruction manuals in front of me as I'm building. I'm waiting to build from the wrong one, but I haven't yet.
Gotcha. Cool. Oh, yeah. Oh. Just dropped a bit down. Hey, that one I haven't. I should just put that on the table and just rummage through it because it's being annoying. That's better. There you go. There's the solution. Just tip the bag out. Ding dong.
Shouldn't call yourself names, Timmy. It's not nice.
I know, but I'm big enough and ugly enough to cop with it. I do my own hair culling and my own abuse. It's all good.
That's all right. I just did exactly the same thing, Timmy, and tipped out the final bag for the TIE fighter, but I muted my mic so I wouldn't deafen everyone with the clanging of bricks.
Yeah. Good one, mate.
Wow, that's some good live stream etiquette there.
Very good.
Only because you warned me about it.
Yes,
This is my first time live streaming, in case anyone hadn't noticed, because I have no idea where my camera is. I've been looking down the whole time.
Oh, don't worry. I used to stream on a laptop, and the laptop would be more eye height with the camera, and now it's like up there. I keep looking at people's faces instead of the camera.
Yep.
Which is, that's what normal people do, eh?
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen, not at my camera.
Yeah, not the camera.
And the problem with these microphones is that they pick up everything. Like my chair squeaks, and all of a sudden it flicks to me, look, not talking. But what are you building, Tim?
I'm doing a multi-build of a few old police stations and one modern one, and coming up with something which hopefully be a modular police station custom.
Nice.
And we've got, like that. We've done, because I'm going to make it. I used to have one that was more of a front road facing. How do you say, a normal flat facing police station before. Now I'm going to put make it a corner police station. So I'm using a set which actually had a corner police station released by Lego, and I'm going to mock that and upscale it so that I've actually got it as a whole building block, maybe 3, 4, or 4 levels of station, and then a car bay area. So yeah,
those are huge windows.
Oh yeah, they do have big windows.
Yeah, they're huge windows, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty big.
They're actually doors. Door frames with glass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah, door frames with glass, basically.
They just look huge on the camera.
Well, they are bigger than some.
Yes, that is true. That is definitely true.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, but my little dinosaur research building on our display is based off a police station. Just built out some bits, a bit different.
Oh yeah.
I love that about Lego. Huh? You can use a police station
Mm.
and change it with a couple of bricks, and it becomes a Jurassic Park laboratory. Yeah, just that sort of thing. That's one of the things that really gets me about Lego.
That sounds about right.
You can't like even I can't turn around and say I only do Star Wars Lego. Yes, I only end up with something that looks like it's from Star Wars, but the pieces that you use come from everywhere. They come from all the sets.
Yeah.
So no one can really say that they only do one thing unless they only do City, I guess. But even then, no, they couldn't claim that then either.
No, not at all.
Just one of the many things I like about Lego.
Well, that's it.
Yeah. Well, even some of the like city builds will incorporate a bit of Technic
Yeah.
for play features.
Actually, I was going to ask that before, but I was still being quiet and nice.
Nice.
The Jurassic set with the ball, the gyrosphere, that's what it's called.
Gyrosphere, yep.
Has anyone actually physically seen it yet? And does the seat that you sit the miniature in stay upright? So is it on like Technic gears inside the ball, or?
Well, if it's like the last one, yeah, but does it work as well as it should? No.
Okay, but so the one before was the same sort of deal, and
I
they
think
actually
so, yeah.
that did actually have a frame that the seat sat on.
Could I find one within?
I just thought it'd be a bit weird if they had it and the seat was just attached to the sphere. The kid would roll it, and the whole thing would just.
It has Technic pieces in it, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed.
Oh, that's all right. I couldn't tell from the
upright.
picture, and not knowing the old Jurassic set, I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd ask.
Oh, that's so good.
There you go. Task Force in the chat. Got Lego Task Force. Hidey ho.
Hidey hi, hidey ho, hidey ha 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 ha. What? Why are we laughing?
I have no comeback to that.
More hilarious is guaranteed.
Everything
Not
that
even at midnight yet.
Lovely.
everything that Cherie says from now on until Darren finally gets online is all Darren's fault.
This
No,
is
Darren.
all Darren's fault, and if he doesn't turn up,
Yeah, he's going to cop it.
It would have been a fun stream anyway.
Yeah.
that's funny.
But yes, it'd be nice to hear some news from the
Yes,
front.
I've heard nothing from the Bendigo boys all freaking weekend. Well, except for Daz on Friday with his mates that were sharing the house. They were staying in a house together.
Oh, he was house sharing.
Yeah. Well, they rented a house together, like a holiday house type thing. So he had a few extras. And there was one guy who's young fella who's a TFOL, built this massive windmill.
I saw that on Facebook.
I'll see if I can find a picture of it. Hang on. Oh, might be easier if I just try and find it on my.
Here you go. To prove a point, something I was just saying before. You'll never see this, I don't think, if I can even hold it. The minifigure roller skate.
This way, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Yep.
Yeah, little minifigure. That goes on the TIE Fighter wings.
Oh, cool.
It does. There you go. They're both on.
That's bonkers.
So yeah, little things like that. That's what I mean. It's like, and I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that piece even existed if it wasn't for Bricklink and looking for stuff to make mocks and stuff.
Yeah.
I would never have known that was actually a minifig roller skate. That's what the actual part is. So yeah, like I was saying before, no one can say that they're a pure one thing or another when it comes to Lego because all the parts are everywhere.
Yeah, sourced from many bits of the whole hobby, and that's how it is. It's good.
Yeah. Hey, actually, I've got a question. Is this?
Yeah.
I meant to mention that before. Is that? Is that
The other way.
Right.
Is that a new piece? It's a
Yes.
3x1 with
The
two studs on
Two
top.
studs,
Yeah,
yes,
that is new.
brand new for 2018.
Ah, okay, good. I thought I was going mad. They came in the Moloch speeder set.
And Amos have been looking for that for a long time, Phil.
Yeah, I can imagine. But
The
yeah,
amount
that
of
was
stuff that's going to do.
Moloch speeder set comes with a whole bunch of them.
Oh, wow.
I found the windmill. It's large, quite tall, as you can see.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and it does actually spin and everything.
The
Far out.
windmill actually spins.
Yeah, that is sweet as that. Oh, I saw that on Facebook yesterday.
Oh, my God, that's
this morning.
good.
I'll have to look and see if I can find the one with the video so you can see it actually works. Just went with what I could find quickly. Just bear with me. Because of course the video was posted in a group that moves real quick, so could take a while to find.
Oh, Charm City was saying that the piece was introduced in the Ninjago City set.
Oh, the 3x1 with two studs. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Thank you, Charm City. Good on you, mate.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thanks
the heads up.
It was the first time I'd seen it when I was doing the Moloch speeder, and I thought this has got to be a new piece. It has to be.
Here we go. It actually fun.
No way.
That is awesome.
That is off the chain. Seriously off the chain.
So when he was talking to us on Friday night, they hadn't actually got it moving yet. But
Oh, is that Kylo Ren?
No, it wasn't. It was the younger fella that was sitting next to Daz. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ash, I do believe it was Ash. She was the one that was the one that you said that was like incognito Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I left a message on the bottom of the Friday night stream because I missed the stream, so I was watching it Saturday morning, Timmy, and I walked out of the room, came to get a drink, came back in, and all of a sudden, incognito Kylo Ren sitting behind Darren, and I was watching.
That's what he does on his off days.
I was reading the chat, and no one had even mentioned the fact that he looks so much like Kylo Ren, so I just had to. So I put a message.
Because I've seen Ash before at convention show. So, and I've seen pictures. So it just, it did not click. And then you were like, incognito Kylo Ren, or like, oh.
Yeah, so I put that on underneath the stream in the comments. Cherie replied. She said, "Oh, no one said that. That would have been funny as on the night."
What a shame.
It was the first thing that came into my mind. I watch way too much Star Wars.
You're seeing Star Wars everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I called my border collie Boba Fett, so I suppose there's no real hope for me, is there?
There might be a new hope.
And we
I don't do Star Wars.
But you're not a fan, so you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Phil.
That's all right. We've got a champagne and white border collie Marama Cross. She's a red collar rescue that we took in.
Nice.
She'd been mistreated badly, and
what a shame.
we called her Mara Jade, which is out of Star Wars as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not much hope. The only animals that don't have Star Wars names are the ones that I haven't named.
Oh, okay.
If I name them, they've got Star Wars names. That's it. End of story.
Well, I think that should be a fait accompli. That should be fair.
Yeah. The only Star Wars name I haven't used yet because I haven't got the right animal to use it with is Darth Vader. I've got a pure black cat, but I got a pure black cat, but he got called Shadow, as in Shadow Trooper.
Shadow Trooper.
Yeah, that's his actual full name is Shadow Trooper, believe it or not.
Oh, good. I love it. I love it.
But I haven't got an animal yet that deserves to be called Darth Vader, so
yeah,
I'm saving that. It'll have to be a special animal that gets that name, or just Vader.
Totally.
But funny thing is,
for a second.
Yeah.
She's got to deal with a child. He's being rebellious. He's listening to you, Phil. What are you doing?
10 o'clock, Mum. 10 o'clock, Mum.
Oh, what are you doing corrupting children, Phil? Dark side bricks, what are you doing?
I'm an evil, evil man. Some would say an evil genius. A lot of people wouldn't.
You use the dark side of the force.
I'm waiting for her to come back. She's going to go, Philip! God damn it!
God damn you, Phil!
No more speaking
What have you done to my child?
No more speaking when my child's near the computer. Sorry about that. I keep dropping pieces.
Oops. Oh, dearie me.
Well, it hasn't been the most informative as far as I'm concerned, but I'm a...
Yes. He's muting himself.
What?
Wolf? Oh, you there?
Yeah.
Do you have to deal with her child? She's looking angry. Is she disobeying?
Hurry up and go to bed.
Go to bed, young man. Listen to your mum. Be good.
Go tomorrow.
School tomorrow, yeah.
If only you could see the face he was pulling.
Oh, I could well imagine, ABC. The huffing and puffing face.
Oh no, it was the.
Oh.
No, I can't do it right. It's a lot more derpier than that.
Oh, okay.
Nobody screenshot that. Thank goodness Timmy's streams are not that clear.
Oh, okay. Phil's worried you're going to scorn him that he's corrupted your child.
What? Nah.
He's muted himself. He's worried that you're going to scorn him.
Why? Why are you muted yourself? Unmute yourself.
You going to unmute yourself?
You have to press the button to unmute yourself.
My silly mouse is dodgy and it will actually click random things on its own.
Ah.
I haven't actually reached for the mouse. It's all the way over there. So, yeah, it makes for interesting...
I thought you had a cat to get the mouse.
Makes interesting internet surfing sometimes.
Oh, dear. That's funny.
It is.
What? Why are you back?
Because it's not 10 o'clock yet.
Pardon me while I mute.
It's like, why are you back? Really? You really need to ask this question?
Yeah, son, do you really need to go through this one more time, boy?
Like, it's simple,
We've
Mum.
had this conversation, boy.
It's simple, Mum. It's not 10 o'clock yet. I've got another 3 minutes to annoy you, and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah. We've been down that road before, son. Stop doing it. Go to bed now, or you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely nothing, Mum.
Not in my day. Oh my God!
not
what,
nowadays.
for the old man
No.
with the belt? No, thanks.
No, I wouldn't have dared done half the crap that my kids have tried with me and gotten away with.
Oh, really?
we're soft compared to our oldies. Oof.
Yeah. You know, I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have. Knowing what I know now, and in the profession I know now, I probably wouldn't have tried a lot on with the olds.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, is he taking the hint?
Oh no. How do I put this delicately? Today was wash the sheets day, and it also rained. And he brought them in, and he didn't hang them out inside the house.
Yeah.
So he's going to grab the bundle of sheets, and they're
wet and mouldy.
No, not wet and mouldy, just wet.
Oh,
I said,
okay.
how wet? He's like, really wet. It's like, well, not my fault. Gosh, it's, it's Queensland. They'll dry soon. Go to bed.
Hasn't he ever been camping? Break out the sleeping bag and go to bed. Don't be such a sook. That's what I would have said.
Yeah. I told him just to go to bed. He's lucky I'm on a live stream where he would have gotten both barrels for that.
Yeah.
It's his own responsibility.
Excuse me.
Anyway, off topic.
Yes, off the topic. Back to Lego.
I thought you were saying let's get off topic.
We're off topic now. Yeah, let's go talk about something else.
Yeah. So the next lot of releases, now that we've got the Star Wars stuff and the dinos coming or coming out or are out, I think the next release date is it Harry Potter? Is it Harry Potter next, or is it City?
I'm not sure. I think I've heard more about Harry Potter than I have City, but that might just be people guessing too.
Yes.
I know. Some people have more than educated guess.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Things.
Well, you're probably about to have all the mid-season.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, but we're not quite at May yet.
Hey?
The other half is saying, oh, it must be time for all the mid-year releases to start coming out. Well, maybe images, I guess. And apparently there are some May 16th surprise releases for VIPs. And people have been talking about how they think it's a year on, and they're debating whether it might be the expert roller coaster.
Oh, yep.
A lot of people are hoping for that, aren't they?
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Well, if it's like a super secret release type thing, then it's something they're kind of keeping secret. So it want to be something special.
That's more brickheads.
Yeah,
sorry?
you would hope so.
Brickheads.
There's more brickheads coming.
Yes, they are.
Timmy says that he's going to the shops tomorrow at Innes Point. They'll check out.
Yes, Aussie Brick Bloke.
Yeah, prices.
Aussie Brick Bloke, if you're there, I'll be checking it out for you. And if there's anything you want, my friend, let us know.
Timmy goes, I'll be a bad influence.
An enabler.
More brickheads coming out next week.
Hang on, say that again.
There's rumors of more brickheads coming out next week.
Did you hear that? There's rumors that more brickheads are coming out next week.
Yeah, well, all the Avenger ones are already out, and there is apparently another lot coming out next week. That's true.
Yeah, I think it's the Incredible ones.
Yeah, it'll probably be later in the week too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Incredibles, Aussie Brick Bloke, and also apparently I heard Marty and Doc are meant to be also coming.
Yeah, Lego's officially released that. Official announcement on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just coming soon.
Oh, okay, mate.
I don't have any dates on it yet.
Yep,
Oh, good.
it is all good.
Wondering about the 2 Jurassic World briquettes.
Yeah, I'm wondering when the Jurassic World briquettes are coming out.
Yes, maybe that could be the next week. Maybe.
Who knows? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. The blue looks really cool.
Yes.
And Owen doesn't look too bad either.
Doesn't look too bad. That's funny. Oh, Gandalf said he's just gotten home.
Oh, Gandalf, come on.
He says he's just gotten home. He's getting on the internet.
Good. Pedal.
Pedal faster.
Oh, man.
We've been waiting impatiently for you. This better be good news.
Yes, exactly.
No pressure.
No pressure. I mean, seriously, you're making me stay up. It better be good. Oh, look at that. Here it comes now.
Hey, I'm here, folks. Evening.
Go,
Hey, Darren, how are you, mate?
Good,
Uh-oh.
mate.
It's
Stop
Mad Mexican.
It's been a long drive home. We left the show at just on 5:30ish. Had dinner on the way home. For those who don't know, we've been at Bendigo Bricks all weekend. Amazing show.
You look wrecked. You look wrecked.
I looked wrecked, but I still came.
Oh.
I'm broken, but I'm still here.
Thank you, mate.
Seriously, off the chain show, to use one of Timmy's terms. Off the chain. This particular brick show it's its 3rd year. The first year we were restricted to a fairly small hall because there was major roadworks in town which stopped things from sort of happening in the general area where we hold it now. We've now moved into a school gym at Girton Grammar, who kindly let us have the facilities and let us hold our monthly meetings there as well in the scout hall that they provide for the scouts. And we filled a complete school gym. I will put photos up later, and I'll probably link it on the bottom of the stream so people can go to it. And we just had an amazing display. As everyone has been commenting all weekend, 60 to, you can say 60+% of what was there would have held its own at any show in the world. No dramas. It would have been accepted to be displayed at any show in the world. That's how good the quality is at this show. For a country show, it is the best rural show in Australia, bar none. There is nothing coming close to it as a rural show. It is just incredible. You can basically say we've got the top 20% of builders in Australia at showing at this show easily, if not more. So, and we had our own show.
You're not the only good rural show. We go to out of the way places.
I'm not saying that others don't do amazing rural shows. I'm just saying this is like so close to the quality of the city shows. It's we've pretty much got the cream of the crop turning up. It's a pretty incredible show. So
yeah, well, I suppose you had me there this time, even if I wasn't there. So yeah,
you weren't there in person, but you were there in the brick and in spirit.
I'll let you say it's the best because I was there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But another thing that's really cool about this show is though we get really awesome support from the people behind the scenes. We have like nearly as many volunteers behind the scenes as we do actual exhibitors, and that's what really sets the show apart. No one's taking on massive workloads. As a result, the entire lot is really relaxed. Very cool, relaxed atmosphere as a result. We're not stressing all weekend. We have people even offering to help cart our mocks in and out of the cars if need be. You don't get that sort of level of support with most shows. It's just incredible to see that backing from the community because it's going back to the community. What we raise from this show goes back to the Scouts, so the Scouts get right behind us. And we had as many through on Saturday as we did for the whole show last year. So that was pretty good.
So how was numbers?
Probably about 750 plus on Saturday, and we probably went close to the same today. So 1,500 roughly through the door. I can't finalise the figures, but we'll just say approximately 1,500 through the door over 2 days is not bad for a real show.
Wow.
And I'm going to say right now, with the feedback we've had this year, next year we're going to do even huge, like much better numbers. Our current plan is there is a second gymnasium right next door. So there's a foyer area that separates 2 gymnasiums. And we're sort of pushing, not for next year, but in 2 years' time, to pretty much fill both of those gyms with world-class exhibits. So,
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Oh, the stand of the mocks was incredible. It's also a very good show from the point of the fact that the majority of the exhibitors are really interactive people who love dealing with the crowd. So they'll sit there and they'll answer the kids' questions. They'll encourage them to go home and build their own stuff. It's really good for the Lego community to see this. I know we're going to have a lot more turning up to our board meetings off the back of this, because they've been encouraged to come to meetings on the basis that, hey, we'll show you stuff. We'll teach you things. You know, we'll help you find those parts that you can't find, because we have the connections, or we might have the parts, and we'll trade with you for them fairly. You know, so a few of the parents are sort of like, what? I said, mate, we've got a couple of kids here that we've just given parts to because they need them to finish their mocks, you know. Give them to them. Not an issue of what it is or whatever. It's just a matter of let's help them get done what they've got to get done. So it's a really a real credit to the people behind this show. It is, to get to this point in 3 years is just astounding. And the one thing that I can say right now, that this show is going to survive for a very long time because of the backing of the people behind it, and the fact that they're already planning succession now.
Awesome. So
everyone knows what's going on. It's not in the hands of 1 or 2 people. Everyone knows what's going down. And so even if the 4 or 5 top key people sort of get sick, it would still go ahead regardless, because enough people know what's going on, and it's all being planned for that redundancy. So it's very good planning on that stage. And yeah, I just can't say enough about the whole setup. It is, it's a very relaxed show to go to and exhibit at. It's just, that's the whole key to it. It works on that level. So yeah.
Nice.
Geez, Darren, you would love our shows then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our shows are pretty chill, aren't they, honey?
Yeah, and that's the point of it. You know, you've got to be relaxed about it all. There's no point if you can't enjoy it, there's no point in going. You know, it's really not the point in going. It's because it does come back on the public. If they feel you're all stressed and they don't enjoy it either.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Pretty much all the things that you're saying about Bendigo Bricks is what our shows are like. It's
and that's how it should be.
Good community, you know, everyone is supportive of each other, and we all sort of hook in and help get everything set up. And
we've actually had pretty foul weather, so we lost the cycle ride that was meant to, the Bendigo cycling group was meant to ride in and use us as a destination on Saturday morning.
Oh,
it rained that solid that they cancelled the ride in. So we probably missed a couple of hundred people or more there on that morning. Yeah. But we did have a few dribble and go, well, we didn't get here this morning by bike, but we did get here. Because the thing was, if they came by bike, I think they were basically going to get let in and given a minifig or something if they rode in. So there was sort of some incentives to do that. But look, just having the parade, we had they had the
I heard that parts of the dragon were missing.
Oh yes, okay. So Bendy was on a trailer coming to away from the parade, and Michael Peebles, who basically is the head honcho for Bendigo Bricks and Ball, this is all his brainchild, and he's managed to pull a lot of people behind him to make it all work. He was driving Bendy around Bendigo, and he goes, well, someone must have been following around picking up some really nice 2x4s. He goes, great, dark blue, grey 2x4s. He goes, because about 30 plus missing.
Wow.
So, yeah, someone picked up some free brick.
Oh, no. He breathed smoke.
Yeah. Well, I'll see if I can pick up a bit of video. I didn't get any video of it doing that, but I'll see if I can pick up some video of all that happening, and we'll get it set up for our next Friday stream. I will put together some photos during the week, and I'll put together a presentation we can show next week. So for those,
Good, you owe me photos.
I know I owe you photos. I took some. I didn't take as many as I'd like. I was pretty wiped out, but I got some. So I didn't get photos of everything like I would have liked, but I got photos of pretty much everything. And what I didn't get, others would have got. So,
well, one thing I haven't seen is pull back photo of all the Micropolis.
I have got it all set up.
Good.
Yeah, I got it from a couple of different angles. So
the
yeah,
closest I got to seeing my part of the Micropolis was Annalise. I think took a photo of something that was slightly in front of it, and one of my whole blocks was in shot. Yeah.
So Micropolis was not quite 3 tables worth. Close to though.
Long? Was it long or deep?
No, they put 3 tables in a square.
3 tables in a, so it was deep, not
3 tables deep.
I couldn't tell because nobody took a photo from far back.
Okay, yeah, so it was 3 tables put long ways, one behind the other, to make nearly a square.
Like
3 tables doesn't quite make a square.
Yeah. Like
so that's how they did it, and it came up quite good. We had some really amazing exhibits. There's a bit of a move in the Bendigo area Lego designers to build the iconic buildings of Bendigo. Now, Bendigo, for those that don't know, was set up as a gold mining area. As a result, it's been a very rich community in the past. So the buildings reflect that. There is incredible stone buildings in Bendigo that you just only get when there's that really affluent business community and things like that build those sort of buildings. So
yeah.
They are slowly building up a collection of the best buildings that the local builders have been making. The club also is making a very determined effort for those that have built buildings. They will be replacing the brick so they can keep the buildings.
Wow.
So if someone builds it, the club is going to replace their brick or with other brick they wish to use. They don't have to get exactly back what they had, but they'll get back an equivalent of. So that then the club, it's still your model, but the club then owns the model and will store it for you. So for a lot of these guys, they just can't, when you built something that's like 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters sort of thing, they're hard to store.
Yeah.
They
become so much for that small.
So it's just a thing that, we're looking at probably getting a collection of probably 90 odd buildings, iconic buildings out of Bendigo eventually. And they won't be displayed every year. They'll sort of mix it up, but eventually they want to get to the point where they can put the whole lot together and pretty much build the local iconic scenes. So it's a very determined effort by this club to do that. And I think that's a great initiative. It really is. And it's, it comes down to the fact that they're making good money for the community, and they're just taking a small percentage of what comes off of the shows to enable that to happen, because they are really community assets when you look at it in the long run, having all those buildings built. And hopefully next year we're going to be able to really push the kids building stuff a bit more. I can't say much about what we're looking at doing there, but we're really pushing along the junior movement in Bendigo to get behind this show as well, and giving them a fair bit of display space. So, and we're talking from like 4 or 5 years up sort of thing. We've had some kids come in and saying, well, the question you ask the show is, what do you like to build? And as a result from that, we've got an idea of where we can go then to make the kid more inclusive for the kids. So, yeah, the couple of kids that did display, seriously, amazing stuff. We've got some very talented young builders that came in from outside the area, and a couple that come in from local, and they've built some incredible things.
We already showed us the windmill that what's his name made.
That Janko made.
That's it.
That's a pretty incredible build. The fan fell off about 2 hours shy of the end of the show.
Oh no.
And can I say that
it lasted that long without having issues?
Yeah, what happened, and it was nobody's fault. It was a bit of miscommunication. One of the other young builders was playing around with his remote control car.
Oh no.
And there's been cross channels.
Oh no.
And he's gone to maneuver his car, and of course he's actually not just stopped the windmill, he's actually put it in reverse, and it was just enough stress loading to make it fall apart.
Yeah.
Happens.
Oh, no good.
just again, it comes down to the fact that this is one of those things where you have to actually have very correct assignment of channels and no one can move off of them. And it was one of those things we didn't expect it to happen. We didn't actually have that many people using power functions and infrared remotes. So there was enough channels to be assigned and no one double checked.
Yeah.
It's a simple mistake. I actually think Charlie might have, and I'm not blaming Charlie here, I think he might have swapped channels somewhere during the day because he was having issues on another one. And I mean, he's only like 11 or something. He didn't go and check to see if anyone else was using the channel because he had no problems with anyone else. And I don't think he even realised that the windmill was on an infrared control channel anyhow. So it's sort of like, first time he's gone anywhere near it, and boom, it happens.
Good night, gone.
It gave us a good laugh. And I was standing. The sad part was I was standing right near it. I had just taken a photo of it. Had I had it in video, I would have got it because I was pointing the camera right at it.
Oh, Darren.
Bugger. That would have been epic.
Hey?
That would have been epic to record.
Yeah, I was about to say, I always said to Yanko, so we should set it up and do it again, mate. He's just gone, whoa.
Hell no.
Oh, no.
He's like, one heartbreak is enough.
He would have had to cut it.
He was good about it, but he was a bit sort of like, damn, it didn't make it all the way through. Because I think the thing was everyone said it won't make it through. And like, you know, it was sort of like, no, it didn't. But it wasn't his fault. His engineering was pretty good. He pushed Lego bricks to the damn limit. Let's just say that. For how tall it was. And just over 2 meters.
Totally.
He got some kudos from the adult community quite a lot over the weekend.
He is going places as a builder. He's got some pretty impressive builds. What he's been building already has been pretty damn impressive. His farm scene.
If this is like where he's starting as a T-fold, gosh, if he keeps at it.
Yeah. Look, put it this way. This is a kid that is investing nearly he's just started an apprenticeship as a carpenter. He invests nearly all his money into Lego that he makes from wages. This is a kid that really should be probably starting a GoFundMe to be able to take his builds to the next level. And I think people should support him if he did, because he does build on an insane level. He just doesn't have the resources. It's that simple, like a lot of us. But this kid really.
That's the problem that a lot of us have.
Yeah, but he has got. Because they actually stayed with us over the weekend. We all rented a house together and stayed together. So that was really cool, having like
nice.
Having 6 people in the one house who are all sort of into the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing I like about when our group go rural and travel and get on planes and stuff and share motel rooms. That you really get to know people.
The beauty of sharing a house in that situation is, though, rather than motel rooms, is you have the common lounge room and the common dining room, and that where you can sort of like. Last night, Yanko bought some secondhand basic bricks, just 2x4s and 2x2s and that. And Ashley, the big tall guy that was on the stream on Friday, he's actually pulled out like a selection of bricks.
Hang on, no, let Darkside say it.
Incognito Kylo Ren.
Yeah, right, yeah.
He was watching it back. No, he was watching it back. He walked out of the room, came back, he's like, what?
Anyway. So Ashley's actually set us challenges with the bricks. He's put us up 2 at a time against each other, and we've picked challenges for each other. And it was quite interesting. It was a good laugh. We were just sitting at the table, and it wasn't a speed builder or anything like that. It was just like set a topic and you got to try and build it. Well, they initially started with castles, and they built a couple of good ones. Then we challenged each other to boats, and so I built a sailing boat, and Yanko built a power boat, and we didn't call it a draw. I did actually win it, but it was like they were both good builds. And then I got called to put the next challenge up, and I said and it was Ashley's turn to build against Elizabeth, and I said flowers, and they both just looked at me heartbroken. You mongrel. So I said, all right, make it windows. And they just looked at me and gone, make a window. And they both produced a pretty good window. So, yeah. It's So I've just managed to drop in and give you a bit of a rundown. We'd open the Bendigo bricks. So that was the purpose of you guys hanging on this late. I appreciate you did so.
I
thanks,
it's
guys.
Now.
Yeah.
Not just for you.
Not for, yeah.
But I do
Ah,
appreciate
yeah.
you guys hanging in so I could jump on and give you a bit of a rundown of what happened.
Mate,
Amazing
always a
show.
pleasure.
Oh
If
yeah,
you-
you forgot to mention that James's Legos jar got a lot of attention.
125 likes on Oslog apparently so far.
James is like,
Yeah.
damn it, I make a good mock and I get outshined by a damn Legos jar.
Well, we've all challenged next year that jar has to be brick built and big.
Yeah, that's a good challenge, Daz.
Yeah, the labels and everything have to be brick built, the whole lot. So,
Exactly, mate.
yeah, no
Oh, so
stickers,
it's gonna have to be
all brick
huge.
built. Hey?
Is Bendigo Bricks going to sponsor him? Because that's going to have to be huge to brick build all of the labels.
We'll see. Maybe. Possibly.
Possibly.
Hey, my Chinese lantern actually managed to live past the parade, and
Yeah,
it was a little bit broken. But I got a chance to revitalise it and put it up as an extra display that I didn't have otherwise. So I actually displayed 4 mocks plus the giant jam sandwich, and
Nice.
Giant jam sandwich was pretty good.
5. It has come up really good. I'm very happy with the way it's sitting now. I'm still not
Much better with the clouds like that.
It is much better like that. I'm still not quite happy with it. It will be getting another rebuild before Queenscliff bricks. Look, they're never finished. Every time you display them, you sit there all day and you look at it and you go like, I wish I'd really done that. And it'll come home and it'll get done.
Do
There's
this.
a little bit. I need to put more hills in it. The hills need to be filled out a bit more, and I'm going to actually get some more blue brick and finish. I've got more blue brick coming, and I'm going to finish the top out in all the correct size, which will then take a bit of the stress out of it and should sit a lot better. So yeah, they're never finished. I won't be doing clouds again for a while. For me, that's it for me for a couple of years. It's just because I don't want to keep repeating myself.
Well, also everyone's going to be doing 3D clouds next year, right? It's going to be a new thing.
It won't be a new thing anymore. And I've got what I wanted out of it. I'm very impressed with it. I'm giving myself a pat on the back because it came up really good when I finally got it to how I wanted it. I just wish I could have displayed it like that at Brickvention. Doesn't happen. For those that don't know, we had an engineering issue with the brick. Lego bricks are not really designed to make 160 stud long mocks in one continuous panel. It's like 70 odd centimeters tall. It just doesn't happen. And so we got one lot of bricks, which was 0.02 of a millimeter undersized to what a standard brick would be. And over that distance, it's nearly 2 studs shorter when you lay it loose. So the whole mock was bending in the middle and lifting it. They'd actually clamp it to the baseboard to get it to sit right. So, and it was all stressed. We actually had bricks in the temperature change flying off it in the lounge room. You'd wake up in the morning, there'd be a brick the other side of the room.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it would have chucked in 7 meters or more. And so, yeah, it was under a lot of stress.
Oh my goodness. Wasn't it just?
Wasn't it just? So, yeah, but we all got really good reception from our builds. The crowds were just, amazed. It was amazing how many people spent nearly the entire day there.
Good.
When you see people like going, can I go out and come back in again? Yeah, sure. There's no drama with that. But when you got people actually wanting passes, because I want to go get lunch and I want to come back, So, and then they'd come back with dragging half a dozen people back. So that was good. Give them a pass out if they're going to drag back half a dozen people. Let them go. Amazing show though. Looking forward to next year. Really am. I know next year that if you can get up to this show, seriously, next year, you're going to need 2 days to actually see it properly. That's how incredible I know. Talking to everyone what they've got planned for next year, we had a few models that weren't shown at Brickvention this time. We got basically the cream of Brickvention that was from the local guys. Of course, interstate stuff doesn't come. It's a little bit harder to get that back. We had some stuff, though, from as far away as Albury come, though.
Yeah, stuff come from Queensland.
And we had stuff come from Queensland. Yes, of course. Like I'm saying, we had a lot of high quality builds coming from other areas as well. I know we've got for next year, based on what people are talking about in their building, there's a few people who are going, well, they've actually said right now, I'm not debuting my major build for the year at Brickvention. They're actually holding it off of Bendigo Bricks.
Oh, wow, that's good.
That gives you an indication of the speed that the community holds this showing, when they're going to say, no, my major build is going to be debuted at Bendigo Bricks and not Brickvention, that shows you what the builders think of this show.
Absolutely.
Yep. So I'm going to be one of those. One of my major builds will not be getting debuted at Brickvention. It'll be at Bendigo Bricks. So yeah.
Bendigo Bricks, eh? Wow.
Yeah. So I've got some pretty major builds planned for next year, and I'm not saying nothing. I'm keeping closed-lipped on these ones. They're going to be big surprises. Yes, big surprises. Had the brain cooking all weekend. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? and what can I do without spending a lot of money? What can I do with what I've already got on hand? That makes it hard. Anyway, thanks guys for hanging in for me. Appreciate it. So we give a bit of a wrap up on the show.
Mate, really, it's always a pleasure. Jazz, it's always a pleasure. I'm glad that you persevered and you had a long journey today, and we always appreciate you coming on the show, and it's always great to have you on, mate.
Yep. Cheers.
Yeah. We should probably wrap it up anyway, Timmy.
Yeah.
Wrap it up?
Yeah. We've been on for a couple of hours.
We have been. We've got a lot of Americans coming on. We've got Chum City talking to in the chat. Looks like Joe likes Philip Darkside Bricks' collection of figures in the background, so that's all good. That's all good. And
if only you could see the rest of the room.
Well, that's right. If only he knew. But
exactly.
Yeah, we will put a bow on this one. I have to thank everyone that's been on tonight. Thank you to Darkside Bricks, aka Phil.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Darren, Mexican, thank you so much for coming on board. I know it's been a big day, and we appreciate it when we hung
That's
out.
That's all right, guys. I
Thank you so much, ABC, on the panel. As always, we appreciate it. Everyone in the chat, thank you for everyone that's come along. Darkside has been in there, who's also on the panel too. But Charm City, thank you for coming on board. Thank you to my mate Joe, or Concrete Bricks as we know him as. Good to have him there. He's in HK. We'll catch up tomorrow, which will be bloody fantastic. Spongo Garden was there. Thank you, Spongo. And anyone else I have hastened to mention, thank you for coming on board. Thank you for watching. And please like, subscribe, comment below. And we'll see you again. We'll see you again next time. On this stream, we'll see you next week. But remember, on Wednesday, we have Inside the Bricks Boxes Community Lego News. And if you can't hang around for that, there's always Friday with TGI Fridays with our good friend ABC. Please like, subscribe, all these people if they have channels. And we'll see you again next week. Jotawa, Lehoma, Sheshini, Saba. Bye-bye. See you from HK.
Bye.